Alright, boys and girls, ladies and gents, uh, mythicals and legendaries. We're here for one time, the final review of the season. Finals have concluded about 3 minutes ago, and we're gonna go through all three of the games. We got two semifinals and the grand finals to go. So first up is Mr. Kabibo versus Jamie. The one versus the four. You know, that's kind of fucked.
Yep.
That all the people with the bye. I know we said that in the last video, but that is kind of fucked that the 1, 2, 3, and 4 were the semifinalists.
Yeah, the best are the best. Like
Um,
that's how it goes.
that just means everyone else got to step it up next season, you know?
Absolutely.
Trash cans. Anyways,
You start using taunt, more knockoffs, more switching into immunities.
I will say I was incredibly disrespectful to the move taunt this season. So we did see a lot more knockoffs, and we saw some pivot moves, right? We saw some setups. So next season, I'm thinking we're gonna start seeing the taunts, dude.
I,
I'm
I
hoping.
was surprised because my entity, I think, on three separate occasions didn't have a single attacking move. But I'm like, I better bring a mental hurt just in case someone tries to jump.
They knock
And
you
then
off and then taunt you.
God
Imagine,
forbid.
imagine setting Trick Room and then trying to Healing Wish and you get taunted, and then you're just fucked. You struggle to your death slowly. All right, but anyway, so we got you versus Jamie up first. Um,
Mhm.
I gotta admit, I'm not. I don't. This is not a good look for you on paper.
Nah, I
Um,
wasn't. I had answers for the Mudsdale, the the Hatterene, and in effect the Cinderace. But I should have brought. I really wanted to bring another Pokemon besides Stakataka, but in the same vein, I really wanted an Ultra Beast to do something that's not Pheromosa, and I thought it could be Stakataka. And
well, we do still have three Ultra Beasts left in the playoffs: Stakataka, Pheromosa, and the Nagana Dell. So you know, never say never.
I will say never on the Naganadel. I'll tell you that.
Bro, why are you hating? Hold up. Hold up.
You gonna bring up the MVP race?
Bro, I didn't even bring him to this game. All right. So, we may never see Nagana Dell again. That may be unfortunate. But anyway, so starting off, we're looking at this. Um, I really like Mudsdale lead into your team from her because you can
Mhm.
either you could tear a steel if you're steel and just body like heavy slam, body press half of your team, and it does a bunch of damage. Worst case scenario for Mudsdale is you go Gallade, and if you are Terra Steel, you probably just get the hell out of there regardless. I don't really know what you go into from there. That actually puts you really bad on the back foot. But
I was ready for a
Hatterene,
Rosary lead,
yeah.
and I was debating on whether or not I wanted to go Gallade or Gigalith, and I decided on the Gigalith because I thought I could take multiple hits of a Giga Drain.
You don't get
But that was
flip turn on Benny, do
no,
you?
no, absolutely not. She'd be too strong.
Dang man, that would have been goaded. Uncategorized.
The only water fairy Pokemon that gets it is Primarina, baby.
Yo, my banded Primarina goes crazy though.
If you say so.
Yo, would you get fling on Finny? But anyway, all right, let's get into it.
I was like, what are you doing right now?
Only four. I was looking up if Finny got flip turn. So we see the toxic spikes. Trade for rocks. That's good. Yo, now I'm just saying, right? Normal person, you know, if they go first, I'd probably hit.
See, I wanted to 100%. And I say 100%, but I was flipping back and forth between Stealth Rocks. I also want to just Earthquake right off the bat.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. If I'm this thing, right? I'm just gonna press something that's gonna do very, very little damage to you to break. Oh, you're not. You're Sandstream, so you're not sturdy. Yeah, fuck it. Just press Giga Drain, dude.
Yeah. And then that happened. And I was like, well, I'm not surviving another one. That's unfortunate.
You have leftovers? What'd you have?
What did I have?
You were not smooth rock on this shit. I swear to God.
No. I was cuss that berry because I had explosion. Yeah, so that's why. So my entire strategy was take two Giga Drains
Yeah,
and then explode.
you didn't post your team sheet for that, by the way. So if you would not
Oh
mind
yeah,
doing that real quick.
yeah, I'll do that real quick. But yeah, that was my entire strategy when I had that. When I got hit by that first Giga Drain, I was like, well, this Pokemon is now useless. My entire game plan is gone.
So this comes in. You did nickname it. You just you,
Yeah, no, I just
Crimson
forgot to.
Demon ID. Has this been its name all season? IDK.
No, that's just the name. That's just the name I used to call it in one of my Pokemon or in the game I caught it in.
No, imagine if they brought back the cased Pokeballs where you could just throw this out and IDK comes out. From here, ugh, you're not really afraid of Giga Drain. Can't really hit you for anything else. You have Earthquake on this. You can just press Earthquake again. Goes Hariyama.
I expected the Hariyama swip, so I was like, let me get
Room.
Trick Room. Now I'll be faster.
No
And then I was
damage.
like, the in between this, that you can't tell, was me sitting there going, well, I don't have the Water Terror. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So, what Terra did you indeed have?
Rock.
Is Rock one of your selected Terras?
Nope.
Unfortunate.
Like I said, I didn't change it.
So deleted. And that
Yeah.
really hurts right there. Because that
Oh
just
yeah, no. At this
walls.
point, it was like, yeah. At this point, Hariyama's just like the strongest Pokemon. With the Stack Attack of dying and Trick Room coming up, it's pretty much all over.
Drain Punch was so greedy there, but Hariyama's so stupid.
So I can kill the Hariyama. Trick Room's gone.
Yeah, unfortunate Trick Room's gone. That would have helped so much. Giga Drain. That does so much, man.
And then do I kill the Roserade here? No, she swaps out. Psycho Cut.
But you can kill this with another Psycho Cut. I would have Leaf Bladed. I would have done it, dude. Oh, but he knew! And
Yeah, so
deleted.
that's why I wanted to see if I could get that tear out. And now that it's a steel type, I'm like, this is easy
So,
slap.
question. You go
What?
into this, right?
Yeah,
Why don't you go Ursaluna and, like, Earth Power? Or Calm Mind?
I don't have Calm Mind. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. The last three Pokemon I have are all choice items.
Well, Earth Power's not bad because this is Terra Steel, this is weak to it, this is neutral but dies, and this is weak to it.
On that front, I forgot that it was choice. I was generally worried that maybe she had put like special defense and it wouldn't survive. It would survive the hit,
Yeah,
and I kind of wanted him to be able to like go up against anything else, specifically the Roserade, if it came back out.
yeah. I mean, this
But
is really unfortunate because it's at this point it's just like losing Stack Attacka hurts so bad. Terra
again,
Water Stack Attacka, like, oh, you kill
losing
Roserade
it on
and
the
just
trick room was the worst. Like literally set up the Hariyama to blow me up.
but you get Budweiser down. Then Darius comes out. That's good. Just sucker punch. Does it
Yeah,
fail?
so I expected that.
Does it fail? Oh, and it fails.
Put this in, and I was like, okay,
From
all
the
I need to do is yeah. I was gambling on the 90% miss, and that's wide lens. GG,
Bro, of
rest in
course
peace.
it's wide lens, dude. From the top turnbuckle, man. The sweet chin music got knocked out. Came flying in like the Hardy Boys. Yeah, from this point you're just kind of screwed. Like you're spec'd into psychic. Like yeah,
Yeah.
you need a double crit psychic, and then like you're poisoned. And this was crazy. When I saw you do this live, I was like, oh man, he's cooking. I couldn't believe that shit, dude. I'm like, what was that?
Yeah, that was me looking into it. I'm like, do I have any moves that's gonna hit this thing with okay damage and then let me beat everything else? And I looked and I was like, oh no, I don't. Okay, well that's it.
So we have our newcomer Jamie, slaying the gods in her wake, headed on to grand finals. First season, I mean, it's a lot of people's first. Well, it's a few people's first season, but first season in, beat two of the big dogs, and then playing the winter. Dude, if I start doing this winter shit again, I swear to God, I'm gonna the winner.
Yeah, look at that. Nona Gonadel. What
Myself
a
versus
surprise.
dude. All right, relax, relax. I'll bring him in low tier. Don't worry. He'll be my tier
Sounds like
one. Hey, he's under 600, dude. He's fine. I'll bring him in as my tier one. He just won't have beast boost. It's okay. So I'm be honest with you.
yeah.
I don't know what my thought process was for leading the start of this game.
Do you do Genesect?
I don't think so. I think I looked and I just said fuck it and went Araquanid and get the sticky webs down as soon as possible. I think was my game plan.
Yeah, I was expecting him to lead Toxapex, and depending on what you put out, I just feel like that's either a free Toxic or free Toxic Spikes. Probably more into Toxic because you do have a Defogger.
Yeah, you don't really want to get toxic spikes early until you get this dead. He did have the Machamp, which he's tended to lead Machamp. So,
Honestly, yeah, Toxapex.
oh, it was Coco Lee. Ooh,
Oh, Iron Moth.
man,
Okay.
me and Mez were going for the throat, dude. He just starts off with the booster speed. Now, Caleb, most people would see a booster speed Iron Moth into Coco Chanel, and they would be terrified, right?
Yeah, sure.
You know where this is going. But a guy like me, I press Volt Switch and I get out of there, man. We just sheer willpower, we just outspeed it. And that hurts, but you know, we'll take it. We protect just to scout, and he does discharge. So then, if I remember correctly, I was really on some shit here. So we stayed in on the fiery dance and get the webs.
See,
And
I
then
was
we
like,
switch.
he's not going to do it now because he's expecting the switch. He's going to use another move, getting ready for the switch. That's when you stay in. I'm glad that worked out. That was sick.
I was very ballsy plays. If he pressed discharge today, and I was in so much trouble. This man, the disrespect that this man brought this on my terrain and still had booster.
Yep.
So we
Okay,
eat the
yeah.
fiery dance. He finally gets the boost and gets moved to the recycle bin.
Yep.
So from there, I feel like
See, I would have liked to swap out because, like, once the thing, once you hit the fiery dance on the Araquanid, like you already lost that 50-50. I just take the L and just swap out
yeah,
because then you did bring out the ground Pokemon. Then it was a free swap, and then it dies. And I think if he would have swapped out after the fiery dance, I think he would have kept his booster speed or his booster energy.
if he would have switched before terrain ended.
Yeah.
So yeah, if he switched on this turn, he would have kept booster for the next time. And then Rocks he would have come in. I would have been at full. And then what would you have gone into? Like Machamp and go for knockoff?
Probably. Yeah, that probably just be the safest bet.
So you get this. That dies. Goes into Pheromosa. Rapid spins. Can I tell you, I was so proud of him for that.
Oh, the fairy rapid spin.
Yeah, that man rapid spinned predicting the Terra. He rapid spin on a ghost Pokemon. First of all,
Yep.
I don't know if he thought I'd be afraid of this mom, but I wasn't afraid of shit. But that was, and maybe he thought I would switch, and then he did get me. He rapid spinned, I burned him, and I'm like, this shit's free, dude. He's fucked.
Oh, I thought he was a physical attacker.
Yeah, so then I switch here, and he was
Perfect.
cooking, dude. He was cooking.
That's what I like to see.
Dude, he did this, and I'm like, oh no. Now I think what I benefit from is that every move that he could use does jack diddles for damage to this.
Mm-hmm.
So even though he's set up, like he switches out, there really isn't much to do, and I'm putting the webs back down. I don't care, dude. Yo, eat the goop. Rock slide. Ooh. I did not like that, so we stay in on the knockoff. We get the Toxic. Very lucky he didn't Terra Steel. Rock Slides again. We stay in, and ooh, my days did that hurt. With Chilling Water. No Scald this time. Just take the straight swap. Earthquake, we take it. We heal up, and man, this is a clencher, dude. There it comes.
Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, I really would have liked to swap earlier, but then at that point, what else would you have gone into? Back into that, I guess. Would have been nice before the rocks came out.
Rapid Spin. I will say, I do feel quite stupid that I have this called John Talbane, and it's not even the one standing up on its hind legs. Wing attack. That was great. Yo, Dance was disrespectful. Knockoff does a ton. I forget Sash. That's not great. And then
Rest in peace. Oh wow.
So, uh, I I had to look this up after the fact, but yeah, this thing is no HP and 65 defense, and
Oh,
it is weak to rock. Rock does not resist rock.
that's what I was thinking.
Contrary
But
to
man,
the old school game of rock paper scissors where rock ties with rock, it does not in here. Rock loses to rock. So
oh yeah, no, he wasn't even at full health either. Yeah, no.
and
I remember.
this was indeed banded like in rock. So
And see, that's what I was gonna ask.
adamant
Was it?
banded
Yep. Okay.
with tough claws, and then if you remember my Nemesis match earlier, this situation looks very familiar. However, that did. Oh, he was using Ice Beam last time, and then he burned, and I was super mad, right? And then I'm just gonna tell you, I almost threw this game. So I went. I didn't go physical Genesect.
Oh wait, no, this wasn't that game, was it? No, this wasn't the choice card Genesis,
This
right?
was. This is the game where I went Choice Scarf Shift Gear, and so at this point I hit him with it, and he restores with Black Sludge, and I'm looking. I'm like, that did 1% damage that turn. I have to flinch him for 100 turns in order to beat this guy. I can't kill him. I physically cannot kill him. So at this point, I'm like, well, shit. I guess we'll keep this just in case. I don't even know why I bothered switching. I switched out. I sacked this. I probably should have just. I guess I wanted the momentum sooner rather than let this thing live forever. And we Thunderbolt. And at this point, I'm like, what's the worst this can do? I'm just going to keep pressing Thunderbolt. And he actually, unfortunately, does me a huge favor and knocks off my Scarf. And now that I'm faster than everything, I can just continue to keep pressing moves. Like, he can't kill me, and Supercell Slam does hurt, but even on terrain, it didn't do that much.
He doesn't get terrain bonus. He levitates.
Ah, you're right.
Yep. Nope. Electros is terrible. See, because even with it gone, it did the exact same amount of damage. Now it's and slight rant slash tirade. It's the same deal with the stupid sprites, Mexi, Usprit, and Azel. They gain access to expanding force, the move that does
But they all
it's
have Levitate.
yeah, so they can't actually use expanding force, and it's the biggest troll I've ever seen in my life. Paralyzed, rest in peace. Yeah, and then weak to lightning.
And Coco Chanel picks up 2. Lycanroc picks up 2. I believe Araquanid and Runericus both had 1. Genesect doing Jack Diddles. Yo, that mon, dude. Absolute trash. I think I would have really liked to see the turn that. What did he have? The turn that he set up. So he had Ice Beam. Oh, he had. Oh, he was Quiver Dance, Rapid Spin, Ice Beam, Close Combat mixed. So the only special attacking move he had was Ice Beam. That was not going to do anything to Araquanid. He would have had to set up like 5 times to do like 30%.
Yeah, so the swap was actually he needed to. It was
Yeah.
already over. Your Arachnid walls it.
Cool. Um, Unfortunate. And I think See, I feel really bad about what turn was it? This, not this turn, but this one, like this next one, right?
Uh-huh.
So from here, you're gonna press the rock move, and I know you want to like save your Terra just because you see this as fairy, right? So
Yeah.
if you show that you're steel already, then it may make me more hesitant to bring this out on a potential like on bullet punch. But unfortunately, what happens like you do the rock slide, you show this, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then you knock off, which gets rid of leftovers, which sucks. But then you eat the toxic for it, and if you're steel, you can't eat that, and Machamp becomes so much harder to deal with because then that's one, two,
Oh yeah, and see, this was all I was saying where I would have liked the Machamp switching out at some point.
three, yeah.
I feel like he could have gotten more value out of this thing, especially here when you swap into the Runerigus. I want to, and you do get the kill here, but you just eat toxic. Wait, actually, does he get the kill?
No, he doesn't.
So that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, because I did the math on toxic, and I'm like, well, I just press rocks, and if he kills me, oh well, he dies to it, and if he doesn't kill me, then I get rocks for free that I don't deserve.
Yeah,
And
so
then
I would have liked
same thought
swapping into the
process.
Pheromone.
Yeah, same thought process was if he spins again, like if he wasn't gonna hit this with the move, oh man, if he had close combated on that, that would have been the shystiest play in the existence. That would have changed this game. I didn't even think about that. If he was close combat, so if he's here and he just presses close combat, oh my god, this thing would
It
have
would have
been
been a good move.
fucking well. I was banded, yeah, so I just die. Also, post your team sheet. That would have been the craziest read if he. Oh man.
Yeah, I would have liked him to swapped out earlier and like before he even bullet punches the just swap back into Pheromosa, threaten your Pokemon, try to get something like maybe get a beast boost off that, Quiver Dance. Could your whatever that Pokemon's called kill the Pheromosa at half health?
Who?
Actually, it wouldn't have been that low. The rock one, the Runebergus, that's what its name is.
Probably not.
Probably not. And actually, that would have been before you got Stealth Rock, so he would have had more health anyways.
Because I. There it is. Well, that was the wrong week. The thing is, right, is I'm at 7%, so I don't live anything.
Before that. Okay, like back it up a little bit. So right there
Yeah.
when before he bullet punches you. That's where
Oh,
I'd like him to switch out. Switch out in the Pheromosa
the
and
Pheromosa
threaten
would
the
be at
Runeberg.
76. I'm not killing that at 76. There's no way.
Yeah, so I feel like that's a free kill. You'd probably go into the Araquanid again. Oh, but I'd have to look at his stats to see what the Beast Boost would get.
I think he went for special attack so he could rapid spin, outspeed everything without priority, and then just
Well,
naughty, which is what minus Spadef. That's so smart. Yeah, I do 45 mode, so I wouldn't have killed on any of them. Because he resists because he's bug.
yeah. Where did I post this?
Semis.
Season 3 semis. There you go.
I also want to move there. I need to make a draft chat for that. That's later work, but yeah. I thought he played really well. I think he could have pivoted around a little bit more. He did have some decent options. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to see him disrespect this more with the levitate Electros. Like,
Oh yeah, that's a good point because you were using Earthquake,
yeah,
and he
well,
had the
I
Pokemon.
only used it once,
Yeah, but you used it
but after
on a
rocks,
like
yeah,
this right here. I'd expect that Earthquake, and you're a ground Pokemon, so he knows you have it.
maybe it's because if he does bring it in, I don't know. Because if he brings it in, like, I don't know if I would have thought this was like this wasn't Terra, right?
No,
So I don't know if I would have
also
expected this to use knockoff. And yeah, he would have got Mummy, like Wandering Spirit, but I don't know if I would have Terra Fairied on that.
Oh yeah, no, that's actually a good point. Yeah, so
Because
this
why
was
would I? I would think like, I mean, I guess, yeah.
yeah, because I wanted him to switch and keep the before the terrain ended. Yeah, he could have just swapped to the Electros, hit a
Well,
knockoff.
this would have been the so you want if you wanted him to switch this turn, then rocks come out here, right? And I'm at
Yeah,
full health, and he's at full as on Electros.
yeah,
So he's not killing me with knockoff, and I'm probably gonna Will-O-Wisp that. Do I have Will-O-Wisp? I'm pretty sure I did. I did because I burned something.
yeah,
I,
you did.
so I
That's
would
right.
I would have Will-O-Wisp that, and then if he knocked off, I have no reason to tear at that point because the next one's not gonna do damage, and he has Wandering Spirit, and then I just press Earthquake.
Oh yeah, Wandering Spirit would get rid of the levitate.
Yeah.
I,
So
I just really wish he would have kept that alive a little bit longer.
yeah.
I guess that's my only gripe or gripe. I said gripe is that I feel like the Pheromosa could have potentially done more. Ironmoth could have done a little bit more. The Machamp was actually a situation where it's like you'd have to read like if you want to try and like I feel like using steel off like his first turn out against the Araquanid isn't the greatest.
You know about like using discharge right here?
Or like
Oh,
when the
you're saying Machamp. So
yeah, because like okay, so yeah, he comes in. You've already put sticky webs down. So at this point, you either protect or you do toxic.
damn, he read me
So if
like a
you
book
would
from the replay we just watched.
have, so the Machamp either turns into a like a steel terror like there, and so you know you can't use toxic, or he after calling to protect thinks you're going to toxic afterwards and then does terror there. And I feel like that's less likely in every way. Like I would have liked. I guess he terrored his
I
quick
kind of
beat.
like the electric there though because like he goes for earthquake. Maybe he thinks I'm gonna go into Lycanroc there, so he goes for the earthquake for the super effective, or for neutral and Genesect instead of.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, the Pheromosa and the Iron Moth are the only things I think could have gotten more value out of. The Machamp, I feel like that would have been a pretty hard read on his part. So I think it did. I think it did a pretty good job. It's unfortunate that the Terra Steel Bullet Punch didn't kill, but it did good work.
Well, so he did kind of get he did kind of get done dirty because he was using Shodex, right?
Yeah.
But because there's no data on Runerigus, it told him that it killed, but it had no invested stats on the Runerigus.
See, and that's what you gotta when you're using Shodex, you gotta realize that it's using the most popular build,
And how popular is Runerigus, Caleb?
and not at all.
So that was unfortunate. He did kind of get done dirty, but that's why they say, was that the Blade Runner? Don't rely on technology.
Yep.
So, so that one did end. So then it was myself versus Jamie going into the grand finals. And where's my link for that? It's close out mine versus Mez. So
Oh wow, what a surprise! No Naganadel again.
you'll see me next season with the Naganadel. I got you, dude.
All Ultra Beasts are ass except for Pheromosa and the defensive ones.
Hey, Buzzwole would have swept if it didn't got burned, dude.
You're correct.
Granted, he did not get burned on like almost all 8 pyro balls and a bunch of like that was crazy, dude.
I can Fireball burn?
Yeah, I think it's 10%.
Oh yeah, no. If it can, it's definitely 10%. I just didn't.
Yeah, 10% chance to burn thaws the user.
Okay, so basic bitch fire move.
Yeah. All right. So the final hurdle. Um, I really expected to see Cinderace. I was expecting Boots court change, so I was going to approach this very, very proactively, as proactive as I could with a hyper offense team is kind of what I settled with.
Mm-hmm.
All four of my main attacking mons. Do I have anything else that was like an offensive offense? I'm just gonna pretend I didn't have Galissapod on my roster, and we're gonna call this all of my attacking mons. So, look, man, I want to like that mon. That thing is so cool. That thing is fucking awful.
You just gotta play it right, Bill. You just gotta whip it out.
I did play it right. I didn't bring it.
Bro, it's not stack attack. Come on.
All right, so we're looking at this, and basically looking at it, my whole thought process at the lead was Araquanid's pretty safe, barring Talonflame, right? Like, it doesn't really like Raging Bolt. Talonflame, if it's Sharp Beak, Adamant, Brave Bird just fucking smokes it. Raging Bolt, I was pretty decently specially invested, so if it Thunderclapped, I could just Toxic it. I was always gonna, I believe I was Protect. How do I not remember already? That's crazy. I did have Protect. So if Raging Bolt came out, my plan was to Protect once, because a Thunderclap wasted is, amazing. And then, if anything else, like, whatever else comes out, if it's something that I like, then I can Infestation it, and then just, like, get a couple turns of chip, go from there.
Mm-hmm.
For her, I feel like if you look into this, and you think, like, I don't know if she was gonna go Trick Room at all. She did have it on the Hatterene. What the hell is that, dude? What the hell item is Absorb Bulb?
It absorbs electricity. Wait, who has absorb bolt?
The Hatterene.
It absorbs electricity, right?
No. Raises holder special attack when it is hit by a damaging water type move. Oh, so she was gonna use it to
I wasn't saying the full sentence.
Cell battery is the electric one, I think.
Yes.
Interesting. So I'm gonna press Araquanid, and we get the Rose Raid. And I kinda like this. I don't want to get Toxic guaranteed, but I'm gonna no balls it, and I'm gonna just do what like I said. We're an Infestation, cool. And then I will say I was talking a big game, but this came out, and I got really scared that it was Calm Mind, so I ran with my tail between my legs. Discharge does a lot. It all. Oh, why did
Like it,
that?
terrain, baby.
No,
Wait.
it wasn't boot. It was AV. So D Gleam does 49, and then it gets the boost. And I had some calcs run on this, so we kind of like going over my stuff. I kind of like ran the simulations, the VR missions, the Metal Gear Solid,
Yeah.
and I had the whole sequence on the ROM. So if we D Gleam on this, and this comes in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then what we do, we go into Ogre Pond, because at most it could do. Yep, we get the Terra. It does 35 with Earthquake, right? It's kind of the calc that I had. So then from there, I SD. Stone Edge was the worst thing that could have been brought, and she brought it. I couldn't believe it. And so from there, we're +2. And you know what we're going to do? How do you take out a giant, Caleb?
You stupid idiot.
Yeah, go for the legs. You just take him out, dude. So already Mudsdale being gone was a huge, huge relief. I was so happy that thing was gone. The Terra's gone. The horse is gone. That's one wall. We still got the other bastard. Um, I'm running, dude. If that thing, yep, Brave Bird. So it is probably Gale Wings, and
Not anymore.
45. Yep, that was a thing. So Acela Rock, Life Orb proc, and then we're just gonna CC the Tough Claws kills.
Does clock claws work on close combat?
And then Iron Head, and I was very, very upset. Yeah, it does. It's any contact moves.
Okay.
So I was very, very upset this thing lived with 2 health.
Yeah, unfortunate.
And I actually want to see. Where's my. Is he on here? Cool. fucking G-Max. Get that shit out of here. 168 or 180. 104.
And,
Why?
earlier I was gonna say you should use Glisopod in double battles, but I started looking into it, and it's actually a lot harder to use Glisopod in double battles because spread moves take them out a lot quicker.
Bro, that was a 25% chance that it lived. I had a like that. I had a 75. Like what type of shit is that? It was at 100 and it lived with 2%. Like what's 2%? So 6. The 300 health. Bruh.
Well, yeah, it's the last four or last five. No, last four.
Last 5. Because this is what it did. It did 294.
Okay, yeah,
So there's 6 rolls that don't kill it out of what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16.
yeah, it should be 16.
What, 3 eighths is what, 37.5? Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. That kind of hurt my feelings. But then here I'm just gonna press Thunderbolt.
Yeah, yeah, easy kill. And then from here, you're actually kind of looking nice.
Yep. Coming on the Sludge Bomb. Here. Leech Life. If I'd gotten paralyzed, dude, that would have been tragic.
Extreme speed.
I just didn't want to get Thunderclapped and died, so I had the extreme speed there. I can't kill that yet. Flare Blitz. Takes a bunch of chip. And man, did I think I was going to live this.
That's crazy.
I had some physical bulk. I thought I could.
No.
And then we force it out.
This was literally some of my rank or some of my games in the ladder on Sun and Moon, and Araquanid does not live.
We sack. I really don't know why I did this. I tell you, I really did almost lose this game.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Like this throw, like the Earthquake, that was so good. And then from that range, I'm comfortable with that.
Well, yeah, you do body press in case she swaps. Didn't, and then you're like, well, screw it. I'm going to use Earthquake now. Makes sense.
We shift gear here. This thing was scarfed. Yeah.
I was curious about that because it kept on using Giga Drain.
Leech Life. And from here at 45%, we just E-Speed. Genesect picks up the last 2. Genesect had 3 kills. Lycanroc killed those 2. No, Ogerpon got 1. Lycanroc got 1. Coco and the Genesect with 3. That's the end of the season. I do want to like do a little bit more. That was kind of a watch along. So I don't mind the Raging Bolt switch. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, she was scared of the. I guess she was scared of the Leech Life or the Infestation.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting scout. But I guess Hatterene, like, you kind of just are fighting a war of attrition.
What if you bring the Hatterene in?
Yeah, but if I had just put sticky webs there, that really screws the Rose Raid. Only the Rose Raid, but
Yep.
then D-Gleam. I think Rose Raid is always the switch into this. Because I don't get a psychic move. Do I?
No.
I believe I was sitting there the one time building a team, and I'm like, bro, why? Oh, I got hidden power psychic. I can just cheat. Oh, I get stored power.
You do.
Yeah.
That must be. There's. Okay. Good to know.
Bulky, agility, weakness policy. That's not bad. Yeah, so I think Rose Raid would always be because you resist everything that I have unless you're afraid of a 20 stored power, like base 20. We do get that there. I think Terra Steel Earthquake is the right play. You just attack. Like I don't have an immunity. I do have some resists, but like weak to it, resists, resists. This is neutral and this is neutral. But like the one neutral mon is pretty squishy, so like I think that's I do think that's a good play.
No, absolutely. It was fantastic.
And then
And now Stone
stone
Edge happened.
edging was bold as shit, but I like it. Thank God it wasn't one of the crits. It hit. I'm so glad it didn't crit. Um, this is the right switch in. Actually, I think I would have liked giraffe here, so you save this because you
Oh yeah,
just
you could keep its priority move with a thunderclap.
yeah you just come in and press thunderclap on it and pick up. You theoretically pick up the kill, but I guess like
You could go into Swords Dance and you guys could have a you could have an off like a
yeah
which technically if you just kept on doing would win. But still, it'd be better than losing your Gale Wings on that.
yeah.
I wonder if she thought that was Choice Bandit.
Probably not. It did say lost some HP. So,
Oh yeah,
dude,
good
I'm
point.
I'm so salty.
Yep.
I have no reason to be, but I'm so salty that lived.
Hey, Hatterene's a tanky bitch.
Oh, I know.
Love this Pokemon.
It's such an underrated Pokemon. It's so annoying. No one, dude, in all the leagues that we've had people bring Hatterene, not one person has used Nuzzle on it. I'm so upset. Yeah, and then I do like Rose Raid coming in on Coco Chanel.
Yeah, the best choice.
Oh,
Poison Pokemon.
yep, and then you
Pokemon.
switch into that. Discharge 60. So, yeah, I would have died to Thunderclap.
100%. It's great. Electric terrain, baby.
So we got an E speed.
And the Brave Bird comes in and instant death. You don't survive, Brave Bird. Man, you wouldn't think Talfame only has like, I think, less than 80 attack.
Does it have
I'm going to say 77.
81?
Ooh, 81. Okay, I was wrong.
Yeah, it's actually a surprisingly not that good Pokemon. It's just
Nope.
very, very fast that you don't need to invest a lot of speed, that you can put the rest in bulk and use it as utility. And Flame Body is always such a good ability to have.
Yeah,
It's
that
good
was a good.
versatile, dude. I've seen people run the special Talonflame with like, was it Heat Wave and a Hurricane? Overheat hurt, not overheat. Fucking flamethrower, hurricane, stuff like that.
In the Scarlet and Violet VGC ladder, it's people just run straight support, give it taunt, tailwind, and it's just a nuisance because they build a tanky.
Yeah.
It's a great Pokemon.
We just sacked. I just sacked him here. Um, that is a pretty good read. Press Giga Drain. I guess if I do go Runerigus, or at least with this you're hitting something. Whereas like last
Yeah.
time, if you go into if you press Sludge Bomb and this comes in, like you definitely just lose the game right there. So Giga Drain is good, but I just sacked this because it gets me free momentum. But I just wasn't prepared for that thing to do that much. Like that crit sucked, dude.
Oh yeah, unfortunate. Oh yeah, I forgot that was a crit. She would have had more time. She would have had less health.
It really never came into like this is when I finally realized this thing was scarfed. When she Giga Drained again and was faster than me, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm timid. Or jolly. Like that ain't right. And let me tell you, I was looking at the calcs on that leech life and that shit at +2 with it like said it was doing like 180%. I'm like, huh? And then I forgot that thing has like 30 defense. What is it? I think 60? Yeah, 65 defense on Rose Raid. And from there, we just click E speed. There's really not a lot to do from that. Um, Yeah, pardon my language. But we have concluded the season. I'll probably post the actual updated final bracket and stuff tomorrow morning. Give people a chance to watch the match without spoilers. Or see this first.
Plan, Taco Man.
Alright, closing thoughts. Your vote for coach of the season?
Coach of the season. How's that?
I don't know.
Oh, the person who helped people a bunch? I don't know. Was
No,
there
just
helping?
just whatever your vote is. Who do you think your coach of the season is? Like
Oh, Mez.
overperformed expectations, was
Mez.
cooking.
It's Mez. Mez was fantastic. He played what the one season, didn't do the doubles one, and then he just like skyrocketed in play style. It's fantastic. And runner up for me would definitely be Jamie. I couldn't tell if because I couldn't remember.
There was the one week we watched it that it was a super shisty play, and we're like, "There's no way that was intentional," but it turns
Yeah.
out it was.
Okay, yeah, and see, and that was the thing. Like, I didn't know if she had played Pokemon before, if she hadn't, if that was just a raw luck, like got lucky with it, or if it was skill. But then she beat Talon, and I was like, oh no, she's cooking. She knows what she's doing. She fights the right way. And then when Mez was out, I was like, okay, so Jamie's gonna win. It's all over. Like, I already know Phil's a fraud. Like, it's
Oh
GG.
my god. We're not even going to talk about season 2, okay? We're not going to talk about that. Not live.
Hey, as long as Terras aren't there, I'm good. Terras are the weakest part of Pokemon. I need them gone.
Well,
Next generation.
I was going to say we only have one more season ever of Terra, so all you got to do is suffer one more time, and then you never deal with it again. Then I have to suffer the fucking megas.
Yeah.
I'm so not looking forward to it.
I'm telling you, Phil, Megas are always easier to deal with than doubles. Who's scared of Mega Kangaskhan? We can just flinch it.
Yeah, who wants to play doubles though?
I do. I'm the only person who matters.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I got you on that one. Who's your coach of the season or whatever?
It's kind of. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kind of tough.
Mm-hmm.
Though.
You want to vote yourself, don't you?
No, I don't. I mean, I think everybody does, but I'm gonna take a step back and let other people shine. You know, everyone. I'm the goat, dude. I'm him. We know that. But no, I think there were, and not to do this is not a cop out, but this is my preface. I think there was a lot of people I was genuinely very impressed by. Jamie came out swinging, and I know that Austin said she played before he did. She got him into Pokemon, and this is kind of both of their like Austin played season 1, and she kind of like paid attention, helped him, and like went over a lot of his stuff with him. But like this is kind of both of their first foray into the competitive battling. Um, Jason's team was an interesting one. Started off really rocky, but did start to turn it around. The later weeks put a little bit more effort in, changed his team up. Matt surprised me a lot with just overall play. Better than I thought. I mean, he's Alex's brother, and we know Alex can play, so I guess it would have been safe to assume he does as well. Uh, Long story short, I think Day is the coach of the season for being the hero we needed. No, the hero we deserve, not the hero we needed. Actually,
It was funny to
but
watch.
I think I'm with you, where I'm tied between Jamie and Mez. I was gonna say Jamie because she made it to finals, but they both lost to me, so I if it could have been the other way around. You never know.
Yeah, it's very sad. I really wanted to see them both in the finals.
Sorry to destroy your dreams, Caleb.
Yep, you really did.
That's why I'm
Not
coach
that.
of the season. You're welcome.
That's a good one.
Um, we didn't prepare not top 10, so that's unfortunate.
Not top 10?
Yeah, the worst plays of the season.
Oh, yeah, nah.
We
First
had
season, I had that on
yeah,
lock, baby.
season 1 you had I think 6 of the top 10 plays.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Whether it was the hypnosis on the misty terrain,
Twice.
the thunder waving ground Pokemon.
I think twice as well.
Um, what
Not in the
else?
same game though.
No, there was one that someone used like a priority move on their own terrain. That might have been you as well.
Oh no, definitely. Psychic terrain, I definitely did that. Yep, nope, that's me, baby.
But we didn't do that this season. Maybe we'll do one next time. But I think that's it.
So if you guys do it again, I'll definitely take the gold. I got it.
Well, I think the next season where we focus more on like lower tier mons is going to be very interesting, especially because we did national dex ones. So I want to see people experiment. I have an idea of what I want for my early picks, and it's not good. It's really not. But that's okay, you know. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, no, so it sounds like we're done. GG, no re, Phil's a fraud.